Well, this is Chef Kevin Gadreau from the Pier restaurant, and he has another fabulous seafood dish. You have some scallops, and talk about what you're doing in the event you're being auctioned off. Is that correct?
Sure. This is the annual fundraiser for the March of Dimes organization in Rhode Island. It's trying to create funds for the mission to help get healthy babies up and going.
Right.
Also helps to support the parents. This year we're honoring Cy from DeWolf Tavern in Bristol.
Yeah, sure.
So it's a 10th year, so it's kind of a big deal for us. And it's about 25 chefs coming. I'm lucky to be one of them again. I've been doing it for a few years. So
we'll talk about more on that in our next segment. It's next Thursday. So what do you have here? Those are massive scallops.
Yeah, those are some George's Bank scallops. I'm just going to do a quick little appetizer, something you can make at the house. It's easy cleanup, easy pickup, and it looks great and tastes good.
Boy. That's simple, huh?
That's simple.
That's simple. All right, Chef Kevin, good to have you back here. And we'll have more on that March of Dimes event that's coming up next week, coming up a little bit later in the show. You can find the recipe and ingredients online at foxprovidence.com.
All right, so Kevin is working on the sauce,
Yes,
for our scallops.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm making a little citrus beurre blanc.
Okay.
All right.
So you're going to start mixing that up. And I wanted to introduce our viewers to Mr.
Neil Sharp.
Neil Sharp. Sorry about that. The light blinded me for a second with your name. But you're from the March of Dimes. And we have a very important event coming up, a fundraiser, if you will, that involves some of our chefs in the state,
We've
right?
got a fabulous event coming up, Danielle. It's going to be a week from today. That's going to be September 15th.
Okay.
At Belmere in Newport.
Okay.
Fabulous place. And it's called Signature Chef's Auction.
Okay. So what happens at this event?
Well, we get 24 chefs. It's the A-list of chefs in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
24 chefs, all under one roof. They all come together to raise funds and to support healthy babies.
I love this idea because a lot of people are indecisive about where they may want to go out to eat. So now they can really just try all these places. In one
Why
night.
bother go any place else on the 15th? Belmere in Newport, Kevin and his Sai Viswanath this year is going to be our signature chef from the DeWolf Tavern in Bristol. But we've just got wonderful chefs. We are so fortunate. And this event just grows year after year after year.
Where can people get tickets? What
They
do
can
we
get
get for
tickets
information?
couple of ways. Our telephone number 401-454-1911.
Okay.
Website marchofdimes.com/Rhode Island.
All right. So 2 quick ways for people to get tickets to a very, very important event for March of Dimes. So thanks for sharing that info with us.
Thank you.
Kevin, we're going to get things going with you in the kitchen and put this all together in just a minute. We'll send things back to you. And welcome back to the Roadshow Kitchen today. We've got the Pier. Kevin Gadreau is cooking some great scallops with fingerling potatoes.
Very nice.
Such a nice pairing.
Yes,
like that.
definitely.
And I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, Patrick.
I do that a lot. I know. What are fingerling potatoes?
Fingerling,
like, as opposed to like just potatoes.
Fingerling potatoes, if you look at your finger, kind of, they're oblong, they're long.
Yeah.
So you'll notice that these potatoes right here kind of look like little stubby fingers.
They're like delicate. They're not like the big honkin',
Yeah, it's not like a big Idaho, baked potato. This is these are actually Russian banana fingerling potatoes. But there's all different kinds.
Aren't you glad I asked that question?
I am.
Did you know the answer?
Aren't you glad? I am glad. Yeah. All right. So what do we need to do to get started?
First thing we need to do is you always want to start off with a hot pan.
Yes.
This we know. So this pan is very hot, so we want to be careful. If you could lightly season these scallops with a little salt and pepper, we're going to hit a little parsley on there.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Same thing with the parsley.
He said perfect, Patrick.
She's perfect. She's a natural.
That's so nice of you.
Okay.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little oil in here because this is hot. I don't want you to burn yourself. But if you start off with a hot pan, your cooking process will be a lot quicker.
Yep.
And what you want to do is you want to just very easily just place these in here. You can hear that
Seasoning
sizzle?
side down.
Seasoning side down.
Okay.
Now what I'm going to do, because you want to make sure you season the other side also. You don't want to slice that scallop.
No.
So, scallops take about, you could eat these raw. These are beautiful George's Bank scallops. U10 meaning there's 10 to or under per pound.
Okay.
So it's a good sized scallop.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this about a minute and a half to cook, and then I have my fingerling potatoes, and just to kind of keep the process moving, I've already pre-blanched these.
Okay.
The recipe's online, so you can find all that good information there. But we have some cremini mushrooms, and then I have some melted leeks. Leeks, a big green onion, like a big scallion. Basically just chop them up, reduce them down with a little butter, let them melt away. I put a little Pernod in there.
What is that?
Pernod is like an anise flavored, almost like Sambuca.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's a French liqueur. It tastes great. It smells
There's a
good.
lot of big words you use
I
in
am
the
loving
kitchen.
Kevin's like totally giving us a lesson today.
It's
all right.
good. So that's going to all come together at the end when we make the ragu. But if you could whisk a little of this butter into our beurre blanc, You'll see that this is the white wine pineapple citrus juice, kind of reducing down. I got a little time.
That
That's
enough?
perfect. That's perfect.
All right.
You want to grab that whisk right there,
Yeah.
and we're going to just kind of slowly. You can see how creamy that's getting right now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's flip it this way so we can see.
It's
it.
a very
good.
luxurious sauce. It's silky, smooth, tastes great. You can smell it. Can you smell that back home? I doubt it, bro.
Smell-o-vision? No.
I'm going to take a look at these scallops real quick.
Yeah, let's see that.
Okay.
Good?
I'm going to give it another minute because I
not
want
quite
to. I want to
to your
get like a
liking.
nice little brown crust on there because you want to sear that outside. It'll keep all the juices inside, so you have a nice moist scallop.
Okay, good.
All right, but we're close. So as that's going on, I'm going to use the same pan, and I'm going to take my fingerling potatoes.
Yep.
I'm going to add these in here. I'm going to start to heat these up. Like I said earlier, these are previously cooked and blanched. Let's add these cremini mushrooms in here. And the leeks.
You're such a soothing chef in the kitchen.
Oh,
I feel like you could.
I'm like dozing off over
No,
here.
no,
like
no,
it's
not
so
that. This
relaxing.
is in
No, I
a
don't mean
good
that
way.
It's
It's
just-
like
yeah, exactly.
It's like light rock cooking with Kevin.
No
I love
stress.
it.
It's very relaxing.
Well, come see me on a Saturday night out here.
yeah.
You know, it's a different
Smashing
person.
plates.
Yeah, a different person comes out.
Yeah.
But all right, so I'm using the oil, starting to leach out some
Yep.
of the flavor from the scallops, and I'm going to start to season the leeks. Look at that beautiful color we got
That
there.
looks
yeah.
perfect
All right,
now.
so now we're getting where we want to be. If you want to add like maybe one more little teaspoon of that butter in there, Patrick, we'll be able to finish this up real quick.
I want to say real quick about this March of Dimes event. Oh boy,
I got
fumble.
you.
March of Dimes event, Belmare on Thursday night on
Yes.
Goat Island. You're one of 24 chefs that will be there. It's a huge fundraiser for them. And try and get tickets to this event on Thursday night. Check it out. Great food, great fun with the March of Dimes, all for a great cause.
All right, let's plate this up.
Definitely. And the great thing about the March of Dimes event is it brings together, like Neil said earlier, a lot of great chefs in the
All-stars.
state. And we all get to hang out together, have a good time. We raise a lot of funds for the mission, which is, you know, the main goal of why we're all together. It's my personal favorite organization to support.
We've got the work in progress going
That's the
there,
finished
but for our
product right
viewers,
there.
there's the finish. That is a work of art. Beauty on a plate. Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
My pleasure.
And for our light rock
Yes.
cooking with Kevin today.
So soothing.